Alright guys, we are back. Welcome to today's video. I know it's been a while since we've put out a video. I've done a few live streams from the time, like here and there, but we're back. We're back with our normal commentary, our normal videos, and today we are talking about a very special announcement from the governor of Florida. Ron DeSantis has officially announced today that he is running for president of the United States in 2024, and we're going to dive into why this is a huge mistake for Ron DeSantis and why he should have waited just 4 more years till 2028. But with that being said, and before we jump into today's video, I'm going to ask you guys to please like and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying this content, and turn that bell notification on so you don't miss a single video when it comes out. Make sure you guys tune in to our live streams and our Bible studies that we've started. I'm going to try and get as many of them out as possible, juggling my personal life with this channel, but we're going to be coming back, and Old Line State Politics is back and better than ever. We're ready to put out good content once again, better content at that. So jumping right into today's video, and who we're talking about is Ron DeSantis, is the governor of Florida. He's the 46th governor of Florida, and it's been speculated for months and months now, ever since Donald Trump announced his bid back in November. But Ron DeSantis is now official. It is now official. He is running for president of the United States of America, trying to win the Republican nomination to go against Joe Biden in the 2024 general election. And this is just a laughing stock. It's actually hilarious to think that Ron DeSantis is trying to beat Donald Trump. And before we talk more about this, let's just watch his campaign video here, his announcement. Here we go.
Our border is a disaster. Crime infests our cities. The federal government makes it harder for families to make ends meet, and the president flounders. But decline is a choice. Success is attainable, and freedom is worth fighting for. Righting the ship requires restoring sanity to our society, normalcy to our communities, and integrity to our institutions. Truth must be our foundation, and common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. In Florida, we proved that it can be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance. We showed that we can and must revitalize America. We need the courage to lead and the strength to win. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
So there it is, Ron DeSantis for president of the United States. It is official as of today, Wednesday, May the 24th, 2023. So what is Ron DeSantis thinking running for president as of now? Now, this just throws off the entire Republican plan for years to come. This is the plan that a lot of Republicans thought would happen. So Trump would run in 2024, win against Joe Biden, get in the White House, set the stage for 4 more years of Donald Trump, okay? And then after that come 2028, because he can't run again, then here comes Ron DeSantis and carries on Trump's legacy for 8 years. Now listen, this all goes down the drain as of today. This all goes down the drain because Ron DeSantis running against Donald Trump right now, this is going to be a laughingstock for Ron DeSantis as his campaign for many, many reasons, and we'll get into those points, but get this. Listen to this. Ron DeSantis is just an establishment shill, propping himself up to be this conservative guy who fights for the soul of America. When you really dig deep down about him and figure out a lot more, we're going to find a lot more about him coming in the near future about who Ron DeSantis really is, who he really is. But get this, Ron DeSantis is not this anti-woke, this huge conservative guy. This guy is not who he's propping himself up to be. Yes, he's done good in Florida. I will praise him for that. He has done amazing in Florida as a governor, but he is not Donald Trump, and that's what he's got to get out of his mind. He can't ride on Donald Trump's coattails. So here on the 2024 Republican presidential primaries, here we go at the top of the list. Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis for president of the United States. Excuse me. Ron DeSantis for president of the United States. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Ron DeSantis. It's official. His campaign slogan, his campaign, I guess what you call his image, his campaign image is up and everything, and his website. So I didn't want to talk about his website just one moment here. This is his official presidential website. You're looking at it right now. His official presidential website. Yeah, I don't see much here. I don't see much here. Where is his talking points? All his issues he wants to talk about. There is nothing. There is nothing on this website. All you go here to do is donate. Donate. The only thing it says is, we've only just begun the fight for our great American comeback. Our first objective is to raise the resources needed to get our message out and to beat Joe Biden. That's why today the most critical call to action is this: make a donation below and join the team. Why am I going to donate to someone who I don't even know what your stances are on? This campaign already today at 11:09 p.m. is when I'm recording this video. At 11 o'clock tonight, today, this campaign is awful. It's an awful campaign he's running right now, and he should be ashamed of it right now. This is going to fail miserably for so many things. So let's look at this first thing. The 2024 Republican presidential nomination, okay? Donald Trump leads at a net of 34 points over Ron DeSantis. 34 points over Ron DeSantis. Trump is polling at 54.9%, while Ron DeSantis, after his announcement, is at 20.9. 20.9. He has to cover a lot of ground in these next months in order to win against Donald Trump. To win over against Donald Trump. Listen, Ron DeSantis is somewhat of a socially conservative guy, okay? His stances socially are conservative, but he is not Donald Trump. And this is what a lot of people have to get out of their head. Donald Trump, he set the stage for Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis would never be in this position right now if it wasn't for Donald Trump. If it wasn't for Donald Trump back in 2018 when he ran for governor of Florida, he won in a blue wave year, yes, but only by 0.4% in a state that was shifting to the right heavier and heavier. Ron DeSantis barely squeaked out a win against Andrew Gillum, who is literally a crackhead and a lying Democrat who is just an awful politician on every single aspect. And he barely won in Florida by 4 points, only 4 points. Yes, in 2022, you can argue and say that he shifted this state to the right by winning by 19.4 points against Charlie Crist. But guess what? Charlie Crist is an awful candidate, and people give him the credit. People give Ron DeSantis the credit all the time for turning Florida red. Let me just give you the facts here. Florida's been going to the right for way before Ron DeSantis even ran for president. It's been shifting ever since 2000. Okay, So, yes, Obama in 2008 won it by 2 points, but ever since then, it's been progressing and progressing and progressing. Obama barely held on in 2012. And in 2016, when Donald Trump was supposed to not even win Ohio, they were saying, he came out with, I think, a 1.2% or a point and a half against Hillary Clinton in the state of Florida. So yeah, so Donald Trump really set the state going forward, but it has a lot to do in the state and the former governors. Ron DeSantis did not send Florida to the right. Yeah, he progressed it, but it was already becoming shifting closer to the Republican Party way before he became and ran for governor. So moving on, I do want to talk about this. So this is the general election between Ron DeSantis and Joe Biden. Okay, we have a net spread, okay, of DeSantis over Biden of a 0.1% lead. 0.1% lead. Ron DeSantis 43% as the RCP average, Real Clear Politics average, to Biden's 42.9%. Yet polls are very off, and 0.1% is not a legitimate amount and a legitimate, I would say, percentage you can go off and say, yeah, I'm confident I'm going to win. This is really, really bad. Really, really bad. Harvard Harris polling group. This is 5.7, taking 5.7 to 5.18. This group polled this. It was a tie between the two, 42 to 42. Let's jump over to Donald Trump's here. This is the same days, okay, 5.7 to 5.18, Harvard Harris, and Trump has a 7-point lead against Biden. 47 points for Donald Trump to 40% for Biden. Okay, Donald Trump has a net spread of an average of 0.8%. That's a little bit better than 0.1. Now, I'm not saying 0.8% is going to guarantee you the presidency, but if we look at this one poll, Harvard Harris, 7-point lead for Biden. A 7-point lead for Biden. I think that's pretty good. I mean, a 7-point lead for Trump, excuse me, a 7-point lead for Trump. Compared to a tie. A tie. See, Ron DeSantis does not have the momentum to win in 2024, and he doesn't have the momentum to win in the primary. He's not going to win the Republican nomination against Donald Trump in a crowded field like this, and it's just going to get even more crowded. Okay? It's just going to get even more crowded. Now, if Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis both went up against each other, head-to-head, 2-on-2, it would be kind of close, I think. But no, Donald Trump is going to come on top, no matter who runs against him at this point. Whether you like it or not, Donald Trump will be the face of the Republican Party for at least 2024, until 2024. So this is the Republican Party up until the 2024 general election Donald Trump will be the face of the Republican Party for that time. Now listen, Ron DeSantis this is going to hurt Ron DeSantis a lot. This is going to ruin the rest of his political career. We saw what happened to Rick Perry when he ran twice for president. His political career is over. And Ron DeSantis is falling into the same trap and going down the same rabbit hole trail that Rick Perry did, and it's just going to end up biting him in the back. It's going to bite him in the back, and he's not going to. He's going to be very disappointed in his choice. All he has to wait 4 more years and run in 2028, and he's guaranteed the Republican nomination, almost guaranteed the Republican nomination. But yet he wants to waste his time and money and energy campaigning for a race that he's going to lose. It's really sad, honestly. It's really sad. His own advisors are telling him it's an awful idea. His Ron DeSantis' press secretary's daughter endorsed Donald Trump for president. His press secretary's daughter endorsed Donald Trump for president. I mean, that's speaking a lot right there. That's speaking a lot. Now, if we move to my current map with Trump and Biden. This is how I have my current 2024 presidential map sitting right now. Trump wins with 286 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 252. Now, listen, Ron DeSantis is going to be very lucky to even get to 270. This is how my map sits right now. Donald Trump picks up Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada and increases margins in states like North Carolina, Florida, Texas, Arizona. He doesn't win Arizona, but he gets closer than he did. And New Hampshire and some many other states. Iowa becomes a safe margin, and Ohio is just shy. Now listen, Ron DeSantis. This was Ron DeSantis. Joe Biden, okay, would win just like this here. Okay, Joe Biden would win. Um, would win very very easily here. 287 to 251. If this was Ron DeSantis right here, Ron DeSantis would be lucky to get Georgia. Now Florida would become a safe margin. Excuse me, sir. Florida would become a safe margin for Ron DeSantis, but he would be very lucky to even get Georgia. Would be very lucky to even get Georgia, and that is not a good a good situation to be in order to just be able to get Georgia. Now, a formerly very conservative red state, but now it's just hard to live. Listen, Ron DeSantis' appeal, they say it happens in the suburban areas, in the suburbs. I really don't see it happening. This guy has zero charisma. He has very little following across the country, only in Florida and the steep South. Listen, Ron DeSantis does not have the momentum to win in the Rust Belt and Nevada and Arizona. He just doesn't. He doesn't have the momentum. He needs to build up his momentum and his name recognition across the country. This is just a poor timing decision, and it's going to bite him in the back. So, Ron DeSantis is going to lose to Donald Trump in the primary. It's going to wreck rest of his political career. And quite frankly, Ron DeSantis probably will never see the Oval Office. And if he just waits 4 years, he could see it. He's a very high possibility of seeing that. But looks like that we'll have to pass the torch on to someone else after Donald Trump. So that ends up my entire video for today. Ron DeSantis and his major failure today. It's just a disaster for Ron DeSantis and his campaign. And I feel bad for Floridians because of they elected him for 4 more years, and he's running. Even though he won't win the nomination, he's still taking time away from running their state, and he's gonna go campaign across the country to try and beat Donald Trump of all people. Listen, Donald Trump got you to this position. You should be grateful for that. And now you're running against the guy who was able to get you to this position. So without him, buddy, you wouldn't even be here right now. So I just wanted to put that out. So with that being said, thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you guys got something from this. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more content, hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure you turn the bell notification on so you don't miss a single video. So with all that said, thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.